Like, this music right here feels so out of place. It feels like it's from an 80s cop show. Like, what is this? How do you have that in a horror movie? Hey guys, my name's Dan, and this reaction comes from Dead Meat. This is Slugs 1988 kill count. Now, I have a whole bunch of notes for this one, probably more than I should have considering the length of the movie, because there was a lot going on with it, and I'm not gonna spoil how I feel about it just yet as we go through this. It's, you know, you guys know the deal. If you've seen my Dead Meat reactions before, we'll run through it. I'll try to have my notes in front of me here, try to use them as I watch James talk about it. We'll get into the behind-the-scenes stuff and everything else. And then anything I don't say during the reaction, I will give to you guys at the very end of this video. Because again, I got a lot of notes here. I got a lot of notes, more notes than I thought I was going to take for this particular movie. So let's get into it. And before we do, though, please check all those links I have for you down in the description below. More specifically, the Dead Meat link. If you haven't already, it's a great way to support the entire Dead Meat team. And a great and easy way to support me is to go right below this video and click all those buttons down there. Because not only let's see future reactions that I do, but also it's my channel to grow. And without any further ado, let's go.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tell you
love that jacket.
all our favorite horror movies and show you how they were made. I'm James H. Denise, and today we're looking at Slugs, an English-language Spanish film from 1988. Slugs is a movie about killer slugs.
Yep.
That's it. Oh,
yeah.
Maybe swingers? I don't know, man. There's a whole bunch of sex going on.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
These ladies getting wetter than the slugs. That should come as no surprise, since Slugs was directed by Juan Piquer Simon, the guy who gave us Pieces in 1982. I adore the schlock and gore of Pieces. I mean, the movie gave us Bastard. I have to love it. But
Sure.
need I remind you, Simone is this guy.
Entonces ahí las chicas queríamos que salieran con poca ropa
dear.
y entonces dijeron que eso no era así, que los ensayos en el ballet se hacen con mallas y ahí, bueno, aceptamos eso.
Wow.
So no wonder Slugs is also a consummate sleaze fest, slimy
Yep.
as snails. But the slug sleaze is more fun than the whole dismemberment thing Pieces paired with its smut. It's not naked chicks getting chopped up by a chainsaw, it's naked chicks trying to get some D. Everyone is so goddamn horny in
They
this
really
thing.
are.
And accordingly, this is probably the horniest kill count. Sorry, but it's bound to happen with this movie. At this point, the kill count offers a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But
Sure.
anyone who's interested in the kills is not gonna want to miss this one.
Nope.
The gore is fucking gnarly in the
Uh-huh.
absolute best of ways. Obviously, I can't show the worst of it,
Nope.
best of it, on YouTube, but check out the movie or sacrifice $1 to our Patreon to see what I mean. We've counted kills done by...
Whoa.
Slug, damn it.
Slug, damn it.
Whew, just what I thought. A growing sponsor storm. But is it gonna break? Oh, it is. We have a bundle.
Oh,
Bundle.
Manscaped.
Today's sponsor, Manscaped. Hoo-wee! Just look at that beautiful
Hoo-wee.
beard and balls bundle go. It's a package of some of the best grooming gear out there. The big one is,
Package
of
for
course,
your
the
package.
Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, a powerhouse packed with 2 interchangeable skin-safe blades to provide whatever shave you desire. Whether that's the smooth, sleek shave from the foil blade, or a precise trim from the trimmer blade and its 3 different comb options. Plus, the whole thing is wireless, waterproof, and comes packed with a built-in light. But let's not downplay the lawnmower's buddy over there. That's the Beard Hedger, with 20 different length options that you can easily select with the zoom wheel, and up to 60 minutes of runtime on a single charge. And it's perfect for travel, thanks to a sleek travel bag that holds the AC adapter, USB-C cable, and length setting comb.
Pretty convenient,
Yep.
I gotta say.
Nature sure is beautiful. But you don't have to brave nature to enjoy all the quality of Manscaped's Beard and Balls bundle. Just use discount code KILLCOUNT20 at manscaped.com for 20% off and free international shipping. We've counted kills done by sharks, birds, frogs, and one foul-mouthed turkey.
Yep.
Now it's time to get sluggy with it.
Nah.
The movie begins on a boat. The weather here, high chance of boobs. But in a remarkable display of restraint, a splishy splashy limits the skin to mere underboob. Instead, we start with a kill. As
Yeah,
this kid Wayne
already.
becomes a blood jacuzzi jet beneath the surface.
This is when you know this movie wasn't gonna be messing around.
Great, now slide into a title card. The movie. Ooh, negative imagery slugs. Are you absolutely terrified?
Yeah, this felt
Also, A drunk guy named
Very
Ron
long.
Bell spends his
That
time
intro.
drinking and getting hunted down by roving gangs of youths. Dude's so pathetic, he even gets rejected by man's best friend.
You don't like my house? It ain't good enough for you, huh?
Guess the fucking porch is a better place to park her ass, Pooch? Since he lives amidst
Messed up.
garbage and sadness, he doesn't realize his basement is infected with slugs.
Yep, and he has it coming. That's karma for you. You mistreat animals. Things like this are gonna happen.
Couch too, apparently. I think he's getting slugged. Now we're in here with these folk, and I don't know anything about them yet, but they're hanging out at a place where they let this guy and his stash inside. So I can't really trust it. Married couple Mike and Kim Brady go home so they can get sexier and talk about the other couple they were just with.
Do you think Maureen's attractive?
She drinks too much.
That's not what I mean.
Can't say for certain why she's asking, but no matter. Maureen's not there, so they're gonna have to get down and dirty themselves. All the while, they're watched by peeping slugs. Aw, man, they're splooging on the window. Mike
Ew!
Brady. Wait, that's his name? It's Mike Brady?
Yes, it's Mike Brady.
Yep.
Okay, sure. We'll pretend the other guy doesn't exist.
Yep, nope. It's totally original idea.
Mike Brady is a health inspector in, wait, Wayne County? We near the Big D? No, actually.
No.
Slugs takes place in a fictional horny heaven known as Ashton. That
Horny
Marie chick isn't impressed
heaven.
by it.
Another fun-filled night in Ashton.
Mike and Ashton's sheriff, who hates him, have to evict someone today. But, I don't know what movie this composer thinks he's working on.
I don't either. Like, this music right here feels so out of place. It feels like it's from an 80s cop show. Like, what is this? How do you have that in a horror movie?
Yo, Tim Seuster and the Royal Filth, you're giving it your all, but you may have wandered into the wrong room. To that triumphant score, they attempt to evict that guy from the opening, Ron Bell. Can't imagine why. To their surprise, they find he's already been evicted. Of his life! Oh, look at that goof! He got slugged! The sight of Ron's body gets the sheriff so mad, it turns him into Hank Hill.
I said get lost. Damn it.
That deputy ain't right. Mike is
God
called to
damn
check
it.
out a sewer problem alongside sanitation supervisor Don Palmer. Don heads down to get to the other side of Two Fort, where he sticks his hooks in a hole and pulls out. Oh, what the fuck? Should I like blur that?
I don't know.
Oh, what the fuck is that thing?
Ugh.
Then he goes to scope out teenagers making out in the high school parking lot. Oh yeah. Actually, he's here to pick up his wife Kim, who's a teacher, known to her students as the Wicked Bitch of the North.
You don't look anything like a wicked beach of the north to me.
I don't know, lady. She do be looking wicked sometime.
Yeah, looking pretty wicked right there.
I mean, actually, never mind the teacher stuff. Let's go to this greenhouse.
Yeah,
instead.
greenhouse,
A guy named
baby.
Harold gets bitten by something in his glove. It causes him to knock over bottles
Oh.
and gas the place up like those smiling reptiles and frogs.
Going
He goes
crazy.
so crazy, he ends up shearing his own wrist and becoming a slapstick comedy actor.
Yeah,
Oh my god! And then the dude
so-
hacks at his wrist with a hatchet. Holy shit! He gonna hack it apart. Harold's
Apparently.
wife Jean arrives just in time for a stunt show fire trail that leads to a tank of gasoline
And
that
then,
frickin' blows up their entire
kaboom!
greenhouse.
You
Fuck
love to
yeah,
see it.
dude! What the was that practical? Oh man, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
It's pretty awesome.
It was practical, but they didn't blow up a full-sized, real-ass greenhouse. It was a convincing miniature that is no less awesome. In
Yeah.
some ways, it's even more impressive.
Yeah,
Mike gets
I
home
agree.
to find his wife's garden infiltrated by big slugs.
Big to gigantic.
Yeah, you're right. Got quite a bite to him too.
Maybe making you feel
I
sluggish.
don't know, but he's living in your
Get
garden.
it?
Gardena
'Cause they're
dentata!
slugs.
That slug bite was done with an oversized fake slug and a proportionally large fake finger. Gags like that and the greenhouse explosion were done by effects artist Carlo De Marchis, who also worked on frickin' Alien and Close
Oh.
Encounters of the Third Kind.
That checks out.
In fact, because of his work, Slugs won a Goya for Best Special Effects, which
Oh.
is basically Spain's Academy Awards. Slugs is Spain's equivalent to an Oscar-winning movie.
Oh
Maybe that's
my
why
God.
De Marchis had such high praise for director Juan Piquer Simón.
Piquer le sabía utilizar bien como Spielberg.
Alright, dude, maybe calm down. I will say, though, even though the guy has said some skeevy things, a lot of his cast and crew had high praise for him and said he ran a fun set.
That's
So,
nice, at
I don't know,
least.
do with that what you will. Mike and Kim take one of their giant
Not gonna
garden
touch that one.
slugs to her school, where she promptly disrobes. Careful, Kim, there might still be kids there. They give the slug to John, her English teacher friend. I mean, her science teacher friend.
Yeah, that's
He's
it.
English, like his nationality.
What's this?
Dude's a fucking slug expert, which, maybe turning Kim on? He keeps
Ugh,
slug
yeah, maybe.
samples in the name of science. then later dissects one,
Science!
and lets it attack a hamster. Aw, poor little hammy guy.
Aw.
Let's check back in with Maureen, that chick from the bar, who's a regular Ashton alcoholic. She's so day drunk, she thinks she's still a cheerleader. She lushes the afternoon away and forgets to make dinner for her husband David. In her haste to make up for it, she doesn't realize she's preparing him an enslaglada. Oh, that dude is eating slugs. Later, right when it's sexy o'clock, his widow Tum Tum starts
Oh
to hurt.
no, the
Cramps
chub-
interrupt the pheromones and a nice moment when Maureen finally comes to terms with her drinking problem.
David, I'm sorry for being a bitch so much of the time.
Oh my god. Slugs has a
Line,
diverse
though.
cast of different nationalities, and most of them spoke their native languages while filming, with their lines dubbed into English later. Even the ones speaking English had to dub their lines later, since they usually didn't record clean audio on set. Between that
Wow.
and director Simone's penchant for only getting a few takes, it explains some of the line deliveries we get.
Come on, Harold.
Since
That
David's
scene in
bubble
particular.
guts are keeping these two
Yikes.
from bucking, let's find some characters who can. Now, here we go. Horny sweethearts Bobby and Donna. Oh, Bobby's got a license for that motorboat. They have, wow, quite the sex scene as the house around them fills with slugs. One bites Bobby on the foot, which
Oh,
is
no,
not
Bobby!
the worst place considering the other options here. Donna
Damn
finds
it,
that out
Bobby!
firsthand when she slips into slugs and, oh my god, just rides around on these
Ugh.
slugs butt-ass naked.
Uh-huh.
Dude, you can literally see her beehole like this
You
was
sure
a Psycho
can.
remake. Bobby turns into that guy from Troll 2 as Donna is eaten alive. He fails to escape butt naked through the window, so both of them are killed by the slugs, which cover the ground and Donna. Man, she's got blood
Yeah,
and slugs
she's having a
all
time.
over. That is insane. For the close-ups of Donna's death, they used pigskin, hoses of fake blood, and loads of real slugs. This was done separately from the shots with the actors, which used fake slugs. In fact, all these special effects and real slug stuff was filmed in Spain after a 3-week shoot in upstate New York with most of the cast. They filmed in Lions Den, New York, which is in Wayne County, thus the sign, and which was procured by production supervisor Larry Ann Evans. Her feet are used in Donna's death scene when there are real slugs.
Oh.
Evans seemed like a really nice lady who was proud of her work getting this movie made. She was also a big contributor to the local arts community in Lyons, so it was a bummer to hear she passed away in 2020. Rest in
Aw.
peace. Sewerman Don tells Mike Brady he's been finding half-eaten animals in the sewer. Even worse, through the power of maps, he explains how there used to be a toxic waste dump right next to the reservoir. That's where the mutant slugs began, hence the opening kill, and each mysterious death that's happened has been coming from that direction. David still has a sluggy tum, but he has to take lunch with important clients.
You're not getting out of town until after we've all signed on the dotted line.
Haha, yes. Business!
Business!
Dude, did you just fart during business?
Yeah, what the hell?
David excuses himself to the bathroom where, in a first for an 80s businessman, he has a nosebleed that isn't from cocaine. He tries to rally and push through, but that doesn't go so well.
Nope,
Okay.
spit that
This
blood.
looks bad, but everyone please stay
Stay calm, stay calm.
Holy fucking shit, that motherfucker's eye just blew up with worms and shit! Oh my god, did y'all see that? That
Oh
was
my
awesome.
god, that was so awesome. The only problem I have with that entire thing is I feel like, what was it, like a couple of days, like he had that in his system and it just now started to amplify things. It's like you're driving through a school zone really slowly. And then you're out of school zone, and then you just floor it. That's what this scene felt like to me.
Skill, they didn't use slugs or worms, they used elvers, juvenile eels. Other times they did use slugs, but I don't think it worked out well for the slugs or production.
They're difficult to work with.
Mike and Don are called to the restaurant where the owner is squirming mad.
You crazy? We got no worms here.
Besides, you know, those. David's
Yep,
head worms
those
are put in a
worms.
little jar for Mike, so he and Don take it to John at the high school. He says the worms are parasites that make slugs deadly and humans dead. So, wait, the slugs are just the secondary antagonists here in their own movie? This is frogs all over again. All right, what are these worms called? We can just rename the movie after that.
Schistosomes are blood flukes.
Okay,
Yep,
never
nope,
mind.
not as
Sounds
catchy.
like a line from heffalumps and woozles. They realize the sewer is a perfect slug breeding ground. But honestly, y'all, a shed works too, because that's where we find a bunch of slugs and another one of their victims, flesh all eaten away like the huge. And those slugs keep going until they make this corpse a blood blaster. Awesome. They're also in Mike's house, coming out through the faucet. You know, if I had to choose between slugs and that hideous blue shag carpet, I'll be honest, it'd be a tough choice. Mike stupidly leaves his hot wife and their sluggy home alone as he heads to Ashton's water supply plant. He meets with head waterman Frank Phillips, who's played by Frank Brania, a Spanish actor who was in a bunch of Sergio Leone's spaghetti westerns. He was also in Simone's Pieces, as was David's actor, Emilio Linder, who played a coroner there. Just like the sheriff, Frank don't like this fancy pants health inspector telling him what to do.
You ain't got the authority to declare happy birthday. Not in this town.
But Phillips will regret not
Weird
listening
line.
to Mike Brady, because his toilet's already getting slugged. Later, his secretary comes back from lunch to find him indisposed, by which I mean slugged! Look at him slugging on the bathroom floor. Mike goes to the mayor next, interrupting him right in the middle of business. I can't do it every time, guys.
Come on!
This movie simply has too much business!
Yeah, business!
Mike explains the sitch.
We have slugs in our water.
The skeptical mayor tests his theory. See? I told you, a snowball. There is no global warming. And that's good enough for all of them.
Let us get on with our business.
With Big Water and City Hall refusing to listen to him, Mike's
That's never not funny.
got no one else to turn to but high school science teachers. Hey, at least that guy can make slugs go boom. Haha, yeah, Mikey likey when slugs go boom. They decide they'll use a whole bunch of this lithium-based arsenic to take out the slugs in the sewers beneath Ashton.
Can we use this without blowing up the whole town?
Well, I hope so.
You know something? I think it's worth a try.
Wait,
Yeah,
what? That's
hope
good
so.
enough for you, Mike? I hope so?
Yep.
If there's a sewer involved,
It's fine.
Sewer Man Don, who I guess moonlights as a football coach. Maybe CTE is why he immediately agrees to go along with their plan of putting explosive poison in
This is so
the town's
weird.
sewer system.
Well, let's get started, partner.
Yo, and why everyone always eating salads in this movie? Is that what makes them all so horny?
When I do
Apparently.
how about if we get naked and get crazy?
Mike gets back to his sluggy house and finds it even sluggier than he left it. He tells his wife Kim it's too dangerous for her to stay in the movie, and she hugs him goodbye.
So
as
take
she leaves
this!
for her parents' house. Meanwhile, the men are gearing up for their plan.
Their poison plan.
Thank you, dear.
That was really good. Nice,
Bunch of
Chelsea.
youths are hanging out at a party. Oh yeah, jack-o'-lanterns. They did mention this was a Halloween party earlier. Huh. I guess this is technically a Halloween movie. No, I didn't mean
Michael.
you. One of the ladies, Pam, has to deal with a piggish boyfriend.
I said no. What's the use? All you want to do is play mind games.
He leaves her, and then she gets tackled by another guy who tries to force himself on her. Poor Pam is sobbing when she escapes into the sewer, which means things are only gonna get worse for her.
Another one
She's
bites
killed
the dust.
slugs, but hopefully she'll be remembered fondly by her friends and lovers.
She's a real bitch.
God damn.
Apparently not.
Mike, Don, and John set out to poison the sewer slugs. As John waits above the main breeding chamber, Mike and Don traverse the tunnels trying to make sure all the slugs are in the danger zone. Along the way, they electroshock a whole bunch of slugs they find on... what is that, a slug slide? They finish their sewer spelunking and find a good spot to drop a homemade bomb. They fill this chamber with trash bag meat, which creates a veritable slug pool. All of them want to head to that party. That means their job is finished, but on their way out, a blast of poop water sends Don into the slug out and turns him into a little doll.
Apparently.
Not much you can do here, Mike. Okay, except climb across that pipe like a freaking ninja warrior.
Yeah, I'm about to
Holy
say
shit,
Ninja
Mike,
Warrior,
that is
dude.
incredible. But sadly, it's all in vain. Don's pulled underwater and turned into blood water as Mike scurries away on the pipe. At least he looks
sicker than
back
water
to see
now.
the amazing effects of Don's corpse bubbling up above the surface. Mike escapes out of a manhole and tells John to shove the poison into the water line. When he does, it sets off a series of fireballs and explosions, which is awesome as hell. Yeah, it also kills the slugs, but more importantly, these explosions, yo. Oh, wait, that one was just the greenhouse explosion again. You can't fool me. I ain't a dumbass like all these kids run around. Especially the one who hits his head on. They really did set off explosions with fake slugs in Lion's Den. And decades later, locals were still finding them strewn
That's
out the
neat.
town. The pyromaniacal plan works and they save the day. Dudes rock. Too bad Don didn't make it out alive. Feel bad for his wife. They were supposed to get naked and get crazy
what the
that night.
hell?
At least Mike's hot wife is okay. That's a happy ending right there. Or is it? That's right. This ending just got slugged. How many bodies became worm food? Or slug food? Let's find out and get to the...
Almost done.
Yeah, I'm just wrapping up here. Let's find out and get to the numbers.
I just wanted to see if you were almost done.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm done. I can be done.
All right.
Let's go.
Go have some salad, I
See
guess.
the numbers later, I guess. There were 11 kills in Slugs, with the victims consisting of 8 men and only 3 women. That gives us this sluggy pie chart that you do not want to eat, unless you're looking to have your eyes explode. We've seen
I don't know how he hasn't said sluggish yet. It's right there.
this count and gender breakdown 3 times before on this show, including recently in Hatchet. With a runtime of 89 minutes, Slugs had a kill on average every 8.09 minutes. I'll give the Golden Chainsaw for coolest kill abso-fucking-lutely
Yes!
to David.
Yes!
His head became a red wine sluggy nova. This kill is an all-timer and earns that Goya all by itself. The machete for lamest kill will go to Pam, whose death was both lame and undeserved. And that's it. Slugs came out in 1988 and was based on a novel by Sean Hudson that our researcher Bella says has even more graphic gore and sex scenes.
Damn!
Which is like, how? I'm so happy I finally got to cover this one, but Until next time, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the Kill Count.
On the next Kill Count.
Concerned parents of 1985, beware. There are more threats than ever waiting to corrupt the youth of America. Drugs, dirty movies.
Yes, sandwich.
Oh
and a
my
black-gloved
God.
killer stalking the streets at night, like some sort of,
Night Stalker.
Exactly.
Oh.
The madman responsible? Why, it's that Devil Ty West, of course. His latest adventure in smut, Maxine, even has the triple X in its title.
Ooh.
Maxine Minx is back. She's blonde, and she's taking Hollywood by storm.
Y'all should cast me in this movie.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Because I'm a star.
Star of a low-budget horror sequel, but hey, it worked for Leo, so it can work for her, too. The only thing standing in her way is a sleazy private dick,
Say, ain't you that dirty movie actress?
a couple of meddling cops, and a serial killer. So, yeah, actually, there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a
Maxine
lot,
might
yep.
be the weakest of the X trilogy, but it still features a killer cast, some Giallo-inspired goodness, and a bunch of iconic Hollywood landmarks.
It's a motel from Psycho.
It sure is. This
Ah.
week, watch Maxine and see what all the satanic panic is about. Then on Friday, put a quarter in the slot and prep your beepers for the Kill Count. Only on Dead Meat. Maxine.
You can currently be watched on the
All
featured streaming
right.
platform.
Well, first off, let's talk about all the good things. Obviously, all of the effects were pretty damn good. All the explosions were awesome. That greenhouse one, the fact that it was on a miniature set was really, really cool. And of course, all the kills were freaking great. All the makeup and all of those fake slugs, and you get the real slugs going on. Pretty awesome. And then you get the story. Makes sense. Everything kind of makes sense. And what I didn't make sense to me, because going into it, I didn't know the movie was dubbed, so obviously, you know, that was kind of news to me, and just listening to some of the dialogue wasn't really too great. Like, for example, like the couple in the greenhouse, right? I just want to make sure I'm reading this line carefully. All right, so when the woman asks the husband what is on the plants, because there's a point where it's, you know, they're looking at the plants and they see the slugs on the plants. And he's just like, oh, they're slugs, they're slugs. And then immediately he's like, she doesn't care what they are. What's the point of even bothering to ask the question? And then later on, there was another quote here. Oh yeah, there was one line where it said, a fountain of good news. I've literally never heard those combination of words in the same sentence before in my life. I have no idea who the hell says that. But that aside, though, it was a fun watch. The kills, again, great. The explosions, amazing. Anytime you have all those in a horror movie is awesome. And then you have a storyline that makes sense. And you have an ending that makes sense. And yeah, it was pretty good outside of the dialogue, because again, the dialogue wasn't great, and the delivery too didn't really feel 100% for me. But I was able to put that aside to really enjoy what I was seeing. But that will do it for me here. Comment down below. Let me know, what did you think about Slugs? Please leave a like if you enjoyed. You check all those links I have for you down in the description below. Then lastly, and most importantly, I'm going to give a huge shout out to all my $5 and up supporters on Patreon. Cruising, Wolver 310, Kester Kronich, Rayman Bright, Joshy, Chris Curtis, Ann Perry, Foskophany, Misa 2, Lily the Snoopy fan, Lauren, Allison the Aesthetic Girl, Fleet Street Vicomp, Emily the Flower Lover, Steffi, Misa 3, Arrow Hamster, Inca Linquist, Aubrey the Charlie Brown Lover, Thomas Shawanowit, Carter Resnick, Noah Mowdy, Camu Bethia, Sam Nang, and NB Cardall. And if you too would like to have a shout out, and in each and every one of my videos, please head over to patreon.com/TheDamnReactor for more. And I will see you guys next time.